last time you played Detroit Country Club, where the Pine to Palms hosted at, what'd you hit on 6 and 7 drivable par 4s?
So last time I hit a, depends on how I'm feeling on the first 5 holes.
Okay.
If I'm feeling good and the 3-wood's rolling, I'm going to hit a 3-wood on 6.
It's a phenomenal move.
Because I can hit the green.
Yep.
And then I always hit driver on number 7. It's too uphill not to.
You, so I still got that golf coach, remember?
Huh?
I still have a golf coach. We've been working our way through Lucas. He's been coaching me up through Pine to Palm.
Lupus, as I like to call him.
He said the exact same thing. I said, hey, here's how I played 6.
Does that mean that I'm a scratch golfer mentally?
Yeah.
Just mentally, at least.
And
I think I'm a scratch golfer now.
Well, mentally, you workshopped those 2 holes exactly how they should be workshopped. And the reason I ask is because I was telling you guys before this, I have a quad bogey in each of my last 4 rounds.
Oof.
This last weekend's quad bogey was on number 6.
On a drivable 4.
On a drivable par 4.
So you want to know something that my dad said?
Okay.
So my dad's played Pine to Palm quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
On number 6, out of bounds to the right, correct?
Correct. It's a road, yeah.
Is it out of bounds, though? If you hit it over the road. I don't see any white. I don't see any white stakes. I've played it as out of bounds, but if you go over the road, you're just on number 7. So is it out of bounds?
It's actually a great question because there's a wooden fence that separates the course from the road. Correct.
But
correct.
the fence is white.
Nope. It's brown.
Oh, you're right.
It's just wood.
brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you might have to get some clarification from Pine to Palm before you go play number 6.
Because my miss is right. I can miss right and I can hit the road and I can still be fine.
It changes the game. Then you're always hitting a 3-wood.
That's actually not a bad point. Another thing I asked too, I said before we started.
And my dad is a rule follower too, by the way.
Yeah.
He'll do the if you hit one and it's close to out of bounds from the tee, and you go look for it, you can't find it, and you just for play speed sake, you just drop one right there. He still has to throw out the comment, well, you're supposed to go back to the tee and re-tee it up, but that's fine. Just do it here.
Yeah.
So this guy is a stickler about out of bounds, and he was questioning it.
Hates taking distance.
Because color matters when it comes to, because red and white are different when it comes to OB, correct?
Yes, red is as you can either choose
Red's a
to
hazard.
play as it.
Yep. And white is OB.
Yes.
So on like number 2 next to the road, there's white stakes.
Correct.
That's OB. On number 6, there's not.
Yeah, you might have to look into that before the Pine to Palm, Ryan. Little hack for you.
Yeah, I'm seriously. Well, what I did check into is what tees we're playing next week.
Yep.
And they got new management out there this year. Mm-hmm. Great people. Talked to them this last week.
Is that how you were able to get back in?
Well, no, I was on a 1-year ban.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Change of management?
I was chained up for 1 year and I'm back now.
Yeah.
Let me out of prison scotch-free.
That's got to feel good.
It does.
A little bit of palm greasing going on over there. Yeah.
I went in a couple.
Wouldn't that be funny if I behind the scenes just paid off the Pine to Palm to let Ryan back in? You just never knew.
Slip him another 100 to ban him after this year too.
Oh, yeah, and the only way I could get back in is because they changed management and he forgot to pay new management. The bill just didn't go out that month.
Yeah, didn't sign up for the recurring.
No. So I went into the clubhouse and I asked, are we so next week the flights division, we playing whites or blues? And they're like, God, I'm not quite sure yet what tees. I don't know what tees you're playing. Well, fuck, that's a huge difference. That could be a 20-yard difference on a hole.
It's a long course, too.
Yeah, maybe for you it's a huge difference, but
no, Jake, it's actually a short course, but it's the difference between a driver. It'd be the difference between maybe a driver and a 4-iron off the tee. So I played whites. I shot 85 with a quad bogey and 2 doubles. And again, we can sit here and talk all day if I hadn't done that.
Last time you played, you shot a what?
84. So, but practice round.
Miles, what did you do last round?
Last time I played Pine to Palm, I shot an 82.
No shit.
Let's go, baby.
Come on now, boy.
I was there, actually. Yeah, I can vouch.
Oh, yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. And last hole, what did I do?
I don't remember the
Quad?
last hole.
Birdied the last hole, number 18. Putt from the fringe, absolute sidewinder, sunk it. Some old guy watching started cheering for me. I tipped my cap.
Also, the 18th green is nasty.
Not for this guy.
It's 20 yards
I
uphill.
think nasty might be my middle name.
Oh, God.
Jeez Louise.
Myles the Nasty You Betcha guy is what they're going to call me.
That'd be if they had introductions at Pine of Palm, we each get our to nickname ourselves. That'd be a good one.
Yeah,
Come across
T-box
the intercom.
intros.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have something I want to discuss with you about my last time I played.
Okay.
So I played 36 holes across the road from Pine to Palm at the executive course Lakeview.
Okay. Yep.
Played 36 there on Sunday. It's nice because you're at the lake, you're chilling. I was with my family, and it's just you played in like a little bit under 3 hours.
Yeah.
Easy, right?
Par 64. Yep.
Par 64. It's a nice little short course. We started 8 a.m. Sunday morning, no warm-up, no range session beforehand. Hole 1 and 2, birdie.
Stop. Quit after that.
You're done.
You ever shot 2 under? You could have if you would have quit after number 2.
But now I got to ask you, Ryan, what are you thinking after hole 1 and 2? You go birdie. What are you thinking?
Well, the question is, what am I not thinking? Because in my head, you know how they do the Powerball with all the like the ping pong balls numbers on them?
Oh yeah, they got the little vacuum. Yeah.
Those ping pong balls are actually swing thoughts in my head after if I were to go birdie. Even if I go like 3 pars in a row, okay, it's like, fuck, when are the wheels going to fall off?
Oh, absolutely.
Or I start to get a little bit too cute with things and say, well, maybe I want to land a little bit short here, so I'll maybe club down if I hit it good. And it's,
maybe I landed a little bit left to the pin and spin it back 45 degrees into the hole.
Correct.
What you start thinking.
Yeah.
Because I think with 2 birdies on the scorecard, I mean, you're a professional golfer mentally at that point. Because that's what pro golfers do. They go birdie a lot.
I know.
Yeah.
It's definitely, I mean, golf is really about mental gymnastics.
Big time.
And it always starts, let's say you have a good range session, you start getting a little mentally worried because sometimes a good range session means you're not going to do that great on the course. Have a bad range session, you're like, hey, going to be a good day. You birdie the first hole, you're like, that's not good. That's not good. Then you birdie the second hole, and you're like, this is really not good. What's going to happen? And I think golf is really about if you can figure out how to not do those mental gymnastics, then that's probably how you end up pretty good.
I 100% agree. If we backtrack about 2 weeks, I played 2 really good rounds in one weekend, 81, 83. But through the first 4 holes, I was 4 over through the first 4 holes. And at that point, I'm like, well, okay, today's just going to be fun. When's the bev cart coming and when can we get drinks? Because this round's in the shitter now.
Yep.
But after those 2 rounds, after I pulled it together in like the last 12 holes, I'm now thinking if I go 4 over or 5 over in the first 3 to 5 holes, I'm chilling. I'm chilling because that's my sweet spot. It can only go up from there.
Yeah.
So
I will have to say, too, number 2, the second birdie I got.
Yep.
I was inches away from a hole in one.
That's not dogleg left.
It's a par 3.
Okay,
Straight
par
up the
3
range.
backstop.
Yep. Back of the driving range.
I landed it probably 3 feet directly behind the pin, spun it back, and it just went on the right side of the cup by like a couple inches and settled in a foot away from the hole.
Okay,
Do you know how frustrating that is? Because my brother at my bachelor party got a hole in one.
Yeah.
And I was golfing.
No, I was with him.
Yeah, I was golfing with him.
Yeah.
And of course he's got some comment about like, oh yeah, you almost had it, but you would not know what that feels like me and Dad. 'Cause my dad's got one too.
Yeah. And for him to get it, well, your dad's only got 1 hole in one.
Yeah. He got it in the state championship, Minnesota State Championship, final round, won him the tournament.
And that was 40, 35 years ago.
Yeah, let's see, 63, so 45 years ago.
Yeah.
And for your brother to get one in his mid to late 20s. I mean, I keep thinking like I have good hope that I'll maybe get one day. But then I hear shit like that. Your dad hasn't gotten one for 45 years and he's a stick.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a question for you. If you were to hit a hole in one, would you rather hit a hole in one by putting it past and spinning it back, or putting it short and rolling it up into the hole?
I don't think we're in any fucking position to be choosing which hole in one we get, Ryan.
But mentally, if you can like almost speak it into existence, better chance of it happening, right?
Well, there's another mental gymnastics question is, do you try and visualize getting a hole in one? Because there's a whole thing like if you don't want to jinx it by saying that you're going to get a hole in one, then it means you're not going to.
Right.
But it's all mental game, really.
I told Meg last night before we went to bed, I said, I have this weird feeling that I'm maybe going to get a hole in one next week.
You just got to do that every week.
I know. Every time before I golf, every night before.
And then the story be, he called it.
Yeah.
He called his hole in one.
What about the other 250 times you called it and it just didn't happen?
That's what you got to say every par 3 tee box, man. I think this one's going in.
Well, that's why I think like people got to be recording every single. I know it's tough to grab your phone and pull the video out. Like you're not thinking about that at the time, but I think every par 3 needs to be recorded.
Right.
Because what a memory that is.
How many par 3 tee shots do you have on your phone right now?
Probably 2.
I know. I need to start doing that too. I mean,
okay.
It's like, I actually, you mind if I switch gears? This is your podcast.
Well, let's just,
I got something I'd like to talk about.
Yeah. Let me, 1 second. People get mad when we do the intro like 15 minutes in. We'll do it right now.
They piped that the wrong way.
I'll call the clubhouse. We'll book another 18 for tomorrow.
Okay, they cheated on that. They fluffed their balls.
Yeah, no better time for the breakfast ball than now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Episode 148 of the Double Bogey Show. Tyler and Trevor gone this week. We got the biggest fill-in we've had in a while. Myles,
like
you betcha
physically or mentally?
Mentally.
Okay, thank you. God. I was gonna say easy there.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've been back.
I know. I'm an avid listener every week. I tune in.
I know. We keep telling you, like, God, when's he's gonna?
And I try not to force myself on these things. I like to be asked. Never get asked. So that's a kick to the nuts.
Well, it's like God. It's like
that's a kick to the breakfast balls. You know?
He's got to be busy today. There's no way he could. Well, we also do it at like 7:30, 8 a.m.
I know.
Yeah.
And you're going to bed late and waking up late.
I've been better about that.
You have been.
Do you know what actually has caused me to go to bed earlier?
No.
Golf.
You can wake up early and play golf
Every time I'm a little sleep deprived, my game goes to shit. I don't think enough people are talking about that. If you get a good couple nights of sleep before your round, you're going to play that much better.
Well, especially for guys like us too. We're not the type of guys that could just roll up on after a night, 4 to 5 hours sleep, shit face night before, and just shoot 79, low 80s.
Yeah,
it's just not. It's just not
that. We're not that good.
It's a small percentage of the population, so sleep is important these days. I would 100% agree.
All right, Ryan,
give it to us.
I came across a TikTok. I am fully in golf talk. TikTok. Every other
golf talk. TOK.
Yeah. I've actually just been watching guys. I've been just watching guys play 9 holes and shoot like a 32. Because they just do their shot and then it's just their shot. There's no other audio and just the sound of like the.
Yeah, it's ASMR.
It's so relaxing.
Beautiful.
But I came across a TikTok and let's see what you guys think of it. It has to do with putting. Okay. So a sports neuroscientist shares his research on the mental side of putting.
Okay.
So this guy's done 6,000 brain scans on putting alone. So he's actually scanning brains as they're putting and doing all that. Doing practice strokes just before hitting the putt has a negative impact on your brain in over 95% of the time. Eliminate your practice strokes to allow your brain to focus on holding your target. So I think what holding your target means is holding in your mind the picture of where you want the ball to go. Correct?
Okay.
Yep.
Taking the target, your pre-shot routine, and holding the target are not the same thing. So looking at it and visualizing it is not the same thing.
Okay.
Most are better off spending 25% routine time taking the target and 75% holding it. I mean, I don't know what the percentage is.
Right.
Majority of the time you want to hold where it's going in your mind. If the brain knows where it needs to send the ball, it will instruct muscles to do so. Your putting practice stroke is not a real practice stroke. You're not hitting a ball. The brain knows that it's an unnecessary distraction, robbing your brain of precious seconds it needs to be holding a target its eyes are not on. Our research also shows that loss of target in putting, your brain is not holding a target because it's distracted, is by far the number one reason for missed makeable putts inside of 10 feet. For a normal person today, brain will be distract itself, lose focus every 3 to 10 seconds. And it's even faster when Ryan's talking.
Big time.
Every
That was not a compliment.
every 1 to 2 seconds, I get distracted when Ryan's talking.
No, I'm self-aware,
In a 45-second pre-shot routine, that's 4 to 15 times you're getting distracted. Being aware of this, key to become a good putter. Target is never lost. An accidental discovery made doing brain scans on golfers while playing. The brain is aware that accuracy is premium and a final hole score is intimate. Making better use of any wait times on greens is key. What do you think of that, Ryan?
Well, I was just going to say, I've never been more on board with a take than that one right there.
I don't think we can refute it.
Yeah,
No, 6,000 is a pretty good sample size, I would say.
Also, how many of these poor fucks had to be putting with the little brain scan thing on their
I
head?
know.
It's about 6,000.
About 6,000.
No wonder they're getting distracted.
I got all these wires connected to me.
It's like, hey, am I doing this for like the new PGA game, or am I doing this for actual science?
Is this mocap?
Yeah.
Now, what I want to bring up, Ryan, is everyone, and I mean everyone, has been in a situation where you got a 3-footer left, you walk up, you don't even set your feet, you just got the 1 foot in front of the other, and you just hit it in, and it goes in every fucking time.
Yep.
Because what are you thinking about?
Just putting the ball in the back of the cup.
Just putting the ball in the hole.
What's your okay, so before
You're not thinking about, okay, is my putter going straight back and straight forward?
Yeah.
Where are my eyes over the ball? You're not thinking about any of that. All you're thinking about is just hitting the ball into the cup.
So my current like putting routine is I take 1 to 2 like practice putting strokes, and I look at the hole and I look back and then I putt. And the reason I agree with this so much is because if I have a bad takeaway on one of those practice strokes, it fucks with my head a little bit.
Absolute distraction.
So why not just eliminate it? You don't have anything negative in your mind if you just don't take the practice stroke to begin with.
Correct.
Do you think this also applies to like hitting iron shots, like a pre-shot routine, taking practice swings with other clubs?
So glad you asked me this, Ryan. It was a very timely question. So this is going to sound so douchey. I know a guy who knows Jack Nicklaus's grandson, who's friends with him.
Yeah, hole in one, Masters par 3 tournament.
Yeah. Is that who it is?
Yep.
It might not be that grandson.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know. Regardless, my buddy asked him, what does your grandpa, Jack Nicklaus, say?
Yeah.
Like, what advice does he give to, like, golfers? And he said the number one piece of advice, he said, is on your iron shots, don't take a practice swing. And I'm guessing it's probably because of the same reason.
Yeah.
And he said that your practice swing is, how many times have we been golfing and you take a practice swing and I go, oh, that was the one.
That was the one, yeah.
And he just
all the time.
wasted it.
Okay, so that you think that's actually a thing? You think you're wasting good?
Hey, I'm just presenting information to you guys.
It's very thought provoking because I've actually had thoughts of, okay, well, if I'm not hitting this club good, but I'm hitting it good with like practice swings. Next time I'm at the range, I'm just going to take a practice swing and the ball's just going to happen to be in front of my club. But we're going to see where that thing goes.
Do you ever take a practice swing on the range?
No. My mind is an absolute pretzel right now. I'm digging it though.
Yeah, I am too. I am going. I actually just saw this last couple days since my last round, and I can't wait to try it out.
Well, also think about it this way too. First tee box. What do you do while you're standing up on the first tee box? You start taking practice swings, you stretch it out, you whatever, and then immediately afterwards, you're trying to take a breakfast ball because you missed far right or far left or whatever it is, right? Just walk up there and hit the ball.
Correct.
I actually, I hit the ball better when I am stiff because I can't swing as hard, and that's good for my swing. And I'm just like, I don't have the mobility that I would on like hole 12, and that's okay because it shortens my swing up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is all, I mean, everyone knows that golf's a mental game.
Big time.
But on this other flip side, maybe it's just eliminating how much you think. So it's actually not thinking.
Right.
Not as much mental, meaning like instead of trying to get your thoughts right before.
Right.
Just trying not to think much at all is really what it's about.
Well, like, I know that when I'm like, all right, this round is through with, I'm not going to shoot for a good score, whatever. I just quit thinking about the game itself and just start hitting the ball.
That's when having fun.
Yeah. Well, I start playing better too.
Yeah.
Like I just, I'm not thinking about everything. I play better when the round is done with than I do on hole 10, 11, 12 or whatever. When I'm like, all right, I got to fucking, buckle it down here. I got,
Yep.
I'm sitting 7 over or whatever it is.
Yeah, and I think so on number 1, 2, 3, 4 at Lakeview. It's up that hill.
Yep.
And then a hard dog leg left.
It's like 7 iron.
I know every single time I hit an 8 iron in the perfect spot every single time. I walk up and hit it, and I hit that spot every time.
Yeah.
But when I'm like, oh, do I hit a driver? Do I hit a 3? Then it's all to shit.
Big time.
It's like I think it's about. Who was it on the movie Forgetting Sarah Marshall? Mm-hmm. Paul Rudd is teaching, is it Jason Segel?
Yep, Jason Segel, yeah.
How to surf. And what does he say to him? Just do less. You're doing too much, do less.
Yeah.
I think that applies a lot of places too. Just do less.
Everyone's trying too hard. Just do less.
Yeah, we're trying too hard to be really good, and when we try too hard to be really good, we're not going to be really good. But
I think we should do an experiment. I think so. When do you plan on golfing this week?
Probably either Friday or Saturday.
Okay. So, and maybe the listeners can try it out too. On all your putting, approach shots, driver shots, just try and hold where you want to hit it in your mind.
Yeah.
No practice swings. Can we do a week of no practice swings?
Oh, no, I love that. We preach like if you're taking more than 2 practice swings anyway, it's time
wasting time.
Yeah.
No practice swings, no practice putts, and we'll just see how it goes.
Do you think
just step up and try and hit it in the cup?
Yeah. I'm definitely going to try this out because I'm the king of. So obviously we got qualifying Monday.
This is the last podcast before the Pine to Palm.
Yep,
man. Yeah.
last pod before Pine to Palm qualifying. I'm the biggest type of like, well, fuck. I should maybe try doing this next Monday because it's a big, it's a big round for me. And I try and do something that I haven't done the whole rest of the year.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I think I need to do it starting now.
Well, yeah, because you think if it pays off, maybe I'll shave the stroke off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try it. No practice swings, Friday or Saturday. And I track my putts on my 18 Birdies app too. So I'm going to, if I'm in that 1.7 putts per hole range, that's a really good day on the greens. 1.6, 1.7. Mm-hmm. So we'll come back next week and we'll take a look at those putts.
Step up see your target, hold it in your mind, and just fucking stroke it.
Come on. Let's go to the range right now. Let's pull the drivers out.
Well, we're talking about putting.
Yeah.
Well, no, I just no practice. No practice
every
swings
shot.
in general.
It applies to every shot.
Yeah.
Also,
Interesting.
another thing about that article, he said the article said that people were taking 45 seconds for their pre-putt routine. Do you think that you actually
absurd.
take 45 seconds for your
Well, I
pre-putt?
wonder if it's like when you step behind it, look at the thing. and
Yeah.
all
That would make
I
sense.
don't know.
Okay.
That would make sense.
I was going to say, I'm not sitting there waggling my putter back and
Yeah.
forth for 45 seconds.
What's the current state? What's the state of your golf game right now?
Well, I started the year as a 15 handicap, and I'm currently an 11.
Come on.
Let's go.
I'm on the way up,
That's
baby.
That's 4-point drop right there.
Yeah.
And once you get within that 12, 13 range, it gets harder and harder to drop it. So now we're almost single digits.
Well, in the next segment, we can with something that I think has actually helped me
We'll talk about it. Yep.
is I purchased the Arccos like shot tracking system.
Yeah.
Those are the things that go on the butt. Or,
Yeah, it's like a little sensor you put on the top of all your clubs, and it tracks your shots for you.
Yeah.
Maybe talk about that in this next segment.
We will. Yeah. We'll talk about, I want to dive into that because I think it's a genius idea. And if it doesn't impede on your swing at all by like extending your club, which it doesn't sound like it does,
Nope.
then why not? Why not try it? Before we take a quick break, we've talked about Trevor before going out golfing with girls and like kind of trying to find love on the golf course.
Mm-hmm.
I came to this information yesterday. Jake, you were out. So Jake, you were out at Miles's home course yesterday, or
Yep.
not yesterday, Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah.
And can you explain that to us real quick? You were with your buddy's girlfriend and then her friend,
Yes.
just as a threesome. And then your buddy's girlfriend, her friend's boyfriend, if you can follow that,
Yes.
was in the group in front of you.
yeah.
Can you just walk me through all of that in what the play was? You golfing with just two chicks at this nice golf course.
I got invited. I don't know. I got invited.
Timeout.
So are you-
Wait, hold the phone. So it was you and two chicks you aren't dating golfing.
Yeah.
That sounds like my absolute fucking nightmare.
Yeah, imagine if he would have been behind you in the group behind you.
Yeah. That would've sucked.
So your buddy was in the group in front of you?
Yeah.
So basically, so your buddy said, Jake, you can come if you want, but you're not fucking golfing with my group. You got to babysit my girlfriend.
Dude, the worst part too is that, so again, my buddy, he was in the group in front of us, and it was a 5-some in front of us and a 3-some with us.
So you're golfing in the threesome and your buddy's in a five. I mean,
it could have easily been 2 4s.
correct. So that's why I want to unpack this. What's going on here?
Well, so the thing was that he had a bunch of his buddies up from college, right? So he had 4 of his buddies, whatever. They wanted to all be together. That's fine, right? But yeah, we had made this plan to golf like fucking 3 months ago or something like that.
Sure.
And it just kept on getting pushed back. Well, this is the weekend where it worked for 3 of us, but not 4 of us, right? So we were like, all right, well, fuck it. We'll just play with 3 of us instead of all 4.
No, I would
At
say
once.
that golfing is golfing. So,
Agreed.
like, any chance you can get to golf, do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just tough.
I mean, they're both good golfers, so it was like no big
I don't
deal.
know
Yeah.
how you guys got to the point you weren't doing 2 foursomes.
It was,
Yeah. Well, that's why I wanted to just dig it. Did you have a good time at least?
Oh, I had a great time.
Good.
It was a blast. I would say the worst part of it was that buddy in the group in front of us, 2 of those guys just weren't golfers. And so they probably shot like a 135. And so we were like waiting on a 5-some
shit.
and 2 of them have 135 strokes. So we ended up just waiting. We were just chugging along. And that was like,
So as you're waiting on the tee for the group in front of you, like, what's the like girl talk that you guys are doing?
a lot of weather.
Yeah.
You know,
Weather?
No, I'm
you know,
kidding.
you know, Jake's a real girl's girl. So
Yeah, you're like, oh god.
oh my god, I love your skirt that you
Yeah.
wore today.
Yeah. No, I'm actually going, hey, did you see those Arccos golf sensors? I'm thinking about it.
Fucking no, you aren't. What'd you talk about?
Yeah. Lay it all out.
Talk about your makeup routines.
Yeah. Talking about a GRWM, as they call it. It's like get ready with me.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I will have to say, of anyone in our office, Jake would be the guy would stick with the gals to golf because
Big time.
you just know how to talk to girls unless you're trying to be romantic with them.
Yeah.
As a friend to friend, Jake's great with girls.
100%. Like me,
sure.
probably. I'm like if you put me with Anne and Meg, be completely fine, right? But if you put me with like two random girls and maybe another guy, I'm probably just gonna talk with the guy the whole time.
Yeah.
I'll be friends with anybody.
Yeah, I know that's
So what
you're
happens?
the guy.
You know, this is the mental podcast. Is what I think.
Yep.
What mentally, what goes wrong with you? You can talk to girls all day as long as it's not a romantic situation. Then what happens?
Oh, the plain and simple answer is I got no game.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
So you just freeze up or what?
No, I don't know. I just I don't know. It's a different thing. I don't know. It's
Maybe next time you need to approach it just like putting. Just step up. Just step up. Don't think about it and just stroke it.
Yeah. Hey, don't practice your one-liners that you're putting on these girls beforehand. Just go up there and just deliver.
You're telling me I just need to hold my target for a while.
Jake, quit staring at her. That's creepy.
Nah, just holding the target. Just holding the target.
Hold the target.
Golf's a lot like dating. Just hold the target.
Jake, she's like, Jake, my eyes are up here, dude. Sorry, just holding the
Just hold
target.
the target.
Holding the target.
Okay. Well,
It was a good round. I played well.
What'd you shoot?
Well, I ended up shooting a 97, which is
That's pretty
whatever.
good.
But it was
Jake, I've
last
shot
time
higher.
last time I played there, I shot like a 91 or something.
I've shot higher.
Problem was that front nine, 4 pars with a quad and a triple. So like that was really tough because
7 over in 2 holes.
Yeah, I know. It was 7 over in 2 holes, and I think I finished like 8 over on the front or something like that.
Yeah.
9, whatever. So I'm sitting there and I'm going, damn, I'm sniffing a 90 here on a course I've never played. And I mean, the course we were playing is known for being one of the harder courses in town, or at least in the
I would
area.
agree.
Yeah.
I would agree.
And so that was like, I was like, fuck yeah, dude. I was hitting fairways. I was obviously hitting greens.
Just risen up these girls.
Just risen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then back nine, obviously everything fell apart as it usually does. I think I was like a 54 on the back nine or whatever. You do the math on whatever.
Do you have anything to eat at the turn or anything?
Dill pickle pretzels, actually.
I'm a regular with the dill pickle pretzels out there.
Yeah. I was going to say, if you didn't eat anything, maybe that's your issue.
Well, 100%. I mean, just skip breakfast. I mean, that's it. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay, let's take a quick break. We're going to come back and you touched on the Arccos, like what do you call them? Swing sensors, if you will.
Yeah.
We'll dive into a little bit more. The mental podcast, we're gonna be back in a bit. We're gonna dive into some golf swing gimmicks. Be right back.
Right.
All right, guys, big time news from the Union Green HQ. Black Pour Caddy's back in stock. And if you don't have a Pour Caddy yet, you have to head over to uniongreen.com. And if you
What's that?
The Black Pour Caddy, I'm going to tell you, if you quit taking putting strokes, you get up there, hold the target, you're going to make so many more birdies. You're going to need so much more birdie juice. The Pour Caddy is the thing that you need to be pouring that birdie juice, Myles.
Absolutely.
What is it?
It's basically, it looks like a big tumbler that you'd put a mixed drink in. It's a booze reservoir with a beautiful stainless steel nipple on it that can pour one of the most perfect shots right into a shot glass that you need.
Huh. Might have to check that out.
Less practice strokes, more birdies, more birdie juice. The Pour Caddy's going to get you there.
Yeah.
I like that.
Guys,
I've also been using the Union Green balls you guys gave me.
which one, the T-birds or the pin drops?
Both. I like them both.
I'm also a mixed bag type of guy. I typically hit the pin drops, but there'll be a T-bird flying out of my
Well,
bag.
sometimes when you're hitting them left and right in the water and everything, you don't really get a choice on.
No.
You shoot through all the pin drops, and then you got to go to the T-birds.
I guess it's T-bird time now. Yeah, the balls. I mean, what more can we say? We keep preaching how cheap and affordable and good these balls are, yet we're finding ways to not lose them. we're kind of combating what we've been preaching. It's also a great thing. We're not losing as many balls because they're still playing up to our top-notch performance that we would give you.
That's right.
Guys, uniongreen.com. If you're a first-time buyer, double bogey 20 at checkout. It's going to get you 20% off either a brand new Pour Caddy or get yourself a couple dozen UG balls.
I also like that the UG balls, the logo on it, doesn't look like every other ball
Agreed.
logo.
Very
So
recognizable.
easy. Yeah.
You know, it's kind of a mental thing.
Yep.
It's like I just kind of like the way they look when they're sitting on the tee.
Yeah.
So
Couldn't be more with you.
that's another huge advantage, I think. Plus, you're not going to mix it up necessarily with your buddy who's playing other balls.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. We did run into an issue. Tyler and I we played last Friday. Obviously both hitting Union Greens.
You got to get. That's why you got to keep a marker in your bag.
I know. And of course, one could hit a pin drop, one could hit a T-bird, but we didn't. We chose the same ball. So whatever ball was further that was my ball. Tyler, that's gotta be my ball.
yeah.
It was 20 yards further.
Has to be.
So guys, you gotta go check them out. Uniongreen.com. Get yourself a Pour Caddy.
What's the code again?
Double bogey 20, one word. Go check them out. Myles, you and Jake, you're the only Gen 5 guys left in the office.
Okay. Wow. I don't need that kind of fucking slander.
Yeah, Tyler and I, Gen 6ers. You guys, Gen 5ers. However, does it really matter at that point, though? If you're digging the Gen 5s, just keep hitting them.
Yeah, I'm taking them.
So you want to know something that happened to me?
Go on.
I left my 60-degree sugar daddy
Yep.
on a hole, forgot it, went back 3 holes later, gone.
I was with you.
Never turned into the clubhouse, nothing. And I am telling Tyler he needs to order me another one. But I've been using my old one.
Yeah.
Just not the same.
Not enough pop, the
Not
pop
enough
in it.
pop. There's not as much control. And it's
about-
really a sad day.
I mean, spin on the old one is just nothing compared to the sugar daddy.
Yeah, exactly. And when I have the black heads on them, just different looking down at a silver club, And honestly, I mean, I don't necessarily think it's all about the clubs, but I don't know if I go from a 15 handicap to an 11 without my PXG clubs.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't
The
have...
way they feel in my hand, the
Yep.
way it feels coming off of the face, the amount of distance and control that I have with them. I don't want to say that it's exactly that, but I think it definitely has helped.
Also, I mean, if we really want to talk distance, you're the one to talk distance with the new PXGs.
What do you want to talk about?
How much farther are you hitting these than your last clubs?
Well, my 6-iron goes about 215, 220.
Unbelievable.
7-iron will go upwards to 200 yards. 8-irons in that 185 range. 9-irons 170-ish.
And once you learned those distances and really was able to dial that in, that's when the game started to really improve for you, I feel like.
Yeah, the biggest thing is I actually can step up with these clubs and just go, I believe that I can stick this one close.
Yeah.
Whereas before, I don't know if I've always felt that, but just something about the feel of the club,
Yeah.
the right distances, all that just feels so good in my hand.
Also, you and I both have the
And it was like, before I had them, I was like,
new club.
what's the hype about PXG and their irons?
Yeah.
Like, whatever, dude. Then I got a set. And I was like, okay. There he is. All right. I don't think
I get it.
I want to go back to anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, big news out of PXG HQ. We got a new 14 slotted bag on the line now.
That would be my only complaint.
We got the cart bag, the 14 slotted cart bag. It's live on the website, pxg.com. I'm hoping to get a couple in here soon. You're a big slotted bag guy too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am
hate
as
it
well.
when they're all mixed together.
I know. We got to get some slotted bags
I
in.
know.
They did it. Come on now. pxg.com. Guys, go check them out.
Arccos, Myles. Arccos golf sensors.
What do you want to know?
I want to know.
Well, let's first explain what it is.
Yeah. So
So basically, it's a system. Now I'll be upfront. It's spendy. Cost me $250. I got the sensor. I got 14 things that go on your club. Just screws into the top of the grip.
Mm-hmm.
And what it does is it's an app that tracks all your shots. So on 18 birdies, if you wanted to track your shots, you'd have to manually mark them and track them and do all of that. Well, this basically just does it automatically for you.
Okay.
Quite literally, you could play 18 holes without pulling out your app at all. It would track every single shot. The only thing you'd have to maybe go back in and change is like if you had a little gimme putt.
Sure.
You would have to go and calculate that and all that because it would just goes off of each stroke.
Gotcha.
Right? And so it gets exact distances for you on every shot. So how it works is when you swing your driver, it puts a little pin where you swung. So it senses... I usually use my phone as the sensor, so I have that in my pocket. And then when the sensor feels that you swung and it goes off of vibration and sound and all that, it'll put a pin there. And then let's say you hit your 9-iron next, it will then track that and put a pin there, and it knows that that's how far you hit your driver.
Okay.
And it just does that over and over, and so you get your exact distances on everything and all of that.
And then once you get enough data in it too, it'll start to just average it out, right? So over the last 10 rounds, you've on average hit your driver 265.
Yep. So then it will, after a certain amount of swings with each club, it'll start telling you your smart distances or how far you usually would hit it if you hit it good on average. It will also give you ranges. So let's say it's like, oh, you'll hit your 8-iron from 178 to 185.
Sure.
So you can kind of get there.
Yep.
It also, after you play enough, you will also get a caddy on the app.
Okay.
So if I step up to a par 3, I can click Ask Caddy on the app. And it'll be like, you know what? With the slope and the wind direction and everything, we think you should hit a 9-iron. And it's pretty damn close every time.
Has your caddy just absolutely fucked you at all?
I would say there's been... It's like I take it with a grain of salt on the caddy.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I can see why you want me to hit a 9, but for whatever I'm juicing them today, I'm going to hit a pitching wedge or whatever.
Sure.
So
Yeah, a little bit
I don't
hotter out.
always follow it, but once in a while it works out for me. So to go further, the thing that it has done the most for me, Jake, you shoot your 97, right?
Yep.
And you kind of like, just didn't hit the ball good today.
Yep.
But what the app does is it tells you which part of your game screwed you that day. So instead of going, I suck at golf, it's like my approach shots weren't going good today. My driving was on, short game was on, my putting was great. It was just I dropped 4 strokes on my approach. And it'll actually tell you how many strokes you lost on each part of your game. Which is interesting. So then you go, okay, I need to spend some more time on the range hitting my irons. Or I need to spend some time with my driver and figure that out because that's what screwed me. Whereas you play 18 holes, you kind of gets all muddled of what was bad, kind of.
Yeah. Or I need to take less practice swings with my irons.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe does it tell you to hold your target for a little bit longer?
Yeah,
Yeah, you didn't hold your target long enough. Can you just the comment that you read on the article about putting that we just talked about? What'd the guy say?
Guy said he tried it. He had 1.4 putts per hole and only had 24 putts on his whole round.
That's actually unbelievable. For me, I'm usually between 1.8 and 2 putts per hole.
I think the best I've ever had was 28 putts a round.
It's unbelievable. Stop the practice strokes right now.
And for those that are wondering, like, does it track breakfast ball, right? You have to tee.
Yep.
You hit one and then you take a breakfast ball. It only counts, like, so you could hit 10 balls from the same spot. It'll only count 1 stroke because it just puts a pin there.
Gotcha.
So you don't have to
Yep.
worry about that either
Because it doesn't mark where that ball went
until you
go,
hit the next shot.
Gotcha. It's not like, fuck, we got to go in and we got to erase that last shot from the app.
Yeah.
So, my question for you is, how did you? I mean, there's so many golf swing gimmicks out there. Like, is this going to help you improve your game? Is it not? Is it worth the $250? Like, what made you pull the trigger, buy the Arccos, be like, all right, I'm going to try this out because I think it will actually work?
I think if I wasn't golfing as much as I am right now, I don't think I would have.
Sure.
But I've been golfing consistently 2-3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
And so I felt like that was good. I'm a stats guy. The way my brain works is I like to break things down and see data and stuff. And that's kind of what it does is it basically, and what's cool too is you can compare how you played to what handicap. So let's say I'm an 11. It'll tell me how I played compared to how a normal 11 handicap play that round. It might say, hey, you actually were playing that round like an 8 handicap.
Interesting.
And it'll compare, or you can go, my goal is to be a 10. Well, you lost 2 strokes to a 10 handicap. So, and all of that. So I like that part of it.
I'm a sucker for stuff like that. If I could go online, I could start looking at a product. And if somebody says, hey, this improved my game by 2 strokes, sold.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has.
Why do you think I buy into shit like that so easily?
Because golf is addicting.
Horrendously addicting.
And you are a competitive guy. And by any means, I don't think that if you don't want to spend $250, I mean, you can still play great golf without it.
Right.
It just has been it's actually like kind of fun after the round to like go through it and it like makes it a little more fun and all that. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Your round's not over once the last putt is made. Your round's over once you dissect the data.
Yeah. You get to go through the whole.
Because even for me, it's like, I've been like, I don't know, when I'm in the garage just hanging out, I'll like grab a 7-iron, hit it in the yard a little bit. And the last couple of days, I'm like, God, I don't really know if I like these grips. I think if I get new grips, maybe take a stroke off.
Well,
maybe 2 strokes.
And that's a problem.
That's where I'm at right now.
Now you need Golfers Anonymous, and you got some problems you need to work through.
Yeah,
if that's what you're thinking.
And
it's
even
the
like
grips.
Even I've been playing good golf lately. If I can get rid of the quad bogeys, I'm playing really good golf. But I'm still like, okay, well, how do I?
Well, if I can just get rid of the quad bogeys. I don't know if I've ever heard anyone say that before.
Okay.
How many quad bogeys are you getting?
I've had 1 quad bogey per round for the last 4 rounds.
You need to quit that.
But I've shot low 80s, 81, 83.
So what happens on your quad bogey holes? What's going on?
When let's say, so if I typically I hit one OB, right? So that's not a great start, but then I start playing scared because I don't want to blade one over the green, or I don't want to land this one short, or I'm not attacking the pin like I normally would if I wasn't in the situation of like, all right, well, fuck, now I'm laying 6 from 80 yards out. Starting to play scared in that situation. But I think it's the grips.
It's got to be the grip.
It has to be.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, if your hands are uncomfortable, Ryan, that's the biggest detriment to your golf game
time.
besides not holding your target.
Big time.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think that usually when I'm playing bad, it's not because I'm playing bad. It's because my grips are off.
Or
I need a new golf glove.
Boom. I think that's
maybe
huge.
my golf shoes are, just don't fit right anymore. I think it also, it's too hot out.
Shirt's
too
sticking to my
windy.
back. Yeah,
all that.
different.
It's not because I'm playing bad. It's all of the other stuff.
Bingo. I will. I have like 3 or 4 typically at all times. 3 or 4 new golf gloves in my bag. And if I feel that something is my gloves loosening up, I'll just switch. I'll just put a brand new glove on. Oh God, a nice tight brand new glove could quite possibly be the best feeling in golf.
Why do you have 4 golf gloves?
4-pack Costco.
Okay.
$25. It's one of the best deals on the entire market.
Okay, I can get behind that.
So I just put them all in my bag. If I need a new one on like hole 8, I'll put a new one on hole 8. The current one will just go in the garbage can on the next hole.
Jesus, I'm paying you too much if you're just throwing golf gloves away.
Well, $25. Usually one.
I don't. Throwing golf gloves away is psychotic. I'll hold on to a golf glove for 10 years and it'll be crusty, all like crumpled up in the bottom of my bag. Why? Yeah. What happens if you blow out 3 of the other gloves?
Then I'll just have to raw dog it. I just have to raw dog after that.
Wild move to throw golf gloves away.
I don't know.
It does look odd when there's just a semi new golf glove in the garbage can, because the can on each hole is usually like the it's not chicken wire, but you know what I mean by that. It's like the cylindrical whatever
basket.
There's a free golf glove for anyone in the group behind me to come on in and swoop it up.
Right, no one's digging
Size
through the
medium.
garbage.
Size medium.
For your
Tyler
sweaty
would.
golf club.
Tyler
yeah,
would,
actually, that's true. Yeah, Tyler
Yeah,
would.
he'd put it in his bed. He'd probably save it for his kid when his kid gets old enough.
That is an insane move to just be throwing away golf gloves mid-round.
Right, that's like having an extra ball in your pocket, and then when you're near the water, just take it out and toss it in the water.
You're just like,
If it's scuffed, I will.
Hey, I haven't been hitting it good the last 4 holes, so it's got to be the ball, and just throws it away.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna bury this one in the sand trap and.
Except for that ball.
I've done that
Except for that
multiple
ball is way cheaper than the golf glove.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done the ball. I've done the golf glove. That's to the extent that I've gone. But yeah, a golf glove in a garbage can does look weird, but once you get past that feeling, it feels great.
I can't believe that.
I know. Ryan, that is
Okay, I'll tell you right now. I go through one golf glove at least every 3 weeks.
how many rounds do you get to play? How many rounds does it take
2 a
for
week,
you?
so you're going 6 rounds and you are just done with the golf club?
Usually.
Oh my God.
Now, if
That is insane.
if I didn't get the 4 for $25 deal, I probably wouldn't be doing that. But if I'm spending $25 every 2 months, say, on golf gloves, I'm cool with that.
I mean, that's true. You know, you got another one that's affordable right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not even about the money. It's just like, it's still a good golf club.
It's too loose. It's too crusty. It's too.
You got to put it back in the package.
I know that's where I've been fucking up. Someone told me that a long time ago. I say, hey, save this resealable package, put your glove back in there. But I couldn't get past the fact that I had a sweaty golf glove in a package that was just going to sit there and marinate.
Yeah. I mean, the sweating is hard,
Yeah.
but still, you're insane.
I did want to ask you guys about have you guys ever re-gripped a club before?
Yeah. Yep.
So
Like personally?
no, just like brought it somewhere and got it re-gripped.
I've done both. I've done
So-
one. Yeah.
How do you, let's just say I am looking for new grips, which I probably am. How do you,
That's what it sounds like. You keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
how do you just try out new grips? Do they just have them at like these golf stores that I can just like feel them up?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I got my very ever first set of irons, the grips on them were 10 years old because the clubs were 10 years old. And right in store, they had a little spot with just shafts with the grips on them. And I could just, grab onto one and see how it felt or whatever
Sure.
and waggle it around a little bit. And then obviously I just picked the cheapest one, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. $8 a grip. Sure. Yeah, I'll do that. But yeah, there's stores where you can do that. And it's literally like, obviously there's no club head on the end of it. So maybe that's kind of weird, but
Yeah. They should, these grip companies should send out like a test pack of grips, like one of each grip that they carry. They send them out to someone looking for new grips. And if you don't send them back in a certain amount of time, you get charged for them. Or when you ship them back out, you just ship them to the next person who ordered those.
like
So it's like a traveling pack of test grips that people can try out.
Why don't you just go to the store?
What if you don't have a store in your area though? Like what if you're in bumfuck
Then you could
somewhere?
do that.
You get a test pack of sample grips. And then when you ship those back out, they just go to the next person who ordered them.
That sounds like a logistical nightmare.
That sounds not great.
I would buy.
If I'm a grip company, here's what I'm doing. I'm sending one club with a detachable grip. Like there's a little bit of shaft with a little screw head on it that screws together like a pool cue kind of, right?
Okay.
And so you got a bunch of different grips right? And then you just send it to every single pro shop, whatever, with 15 different grips or however many you offer, and one shaft with a club head on it, and just let people hit that same club over and over again with the different grips on it, and then, go
I
right
feel
there.
like this is like not something we need to solve. I feel like they got the grip thing figured out.
Well, because I was looking at grips the other day on the just a couple different companies' websites, and going to their website does nothing for me. Because how am I supposed to know? So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is like, do I just got to go to a golf store and I'll be able to swing any grip I want?
Yeah, you live in Fargo, North Dakota. There's like 8 golf stores.
Well, no, and I realize that I'm trying to, for the people in bumfuck who knows where.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can we get
I
that
think
done?
when you go into town somewhere to get
I gotta head in
groceries
town.
or wherever, you just make it a trip.
There's no mail-in option.
You're not getting new grips every other week.
Although we should do Stitch Fix for golfers, where you just bunch of polos and shorts and shit, and then you keep what you want.
They got to have that already, don't they?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, but we'll do it too.
Would you buy? Would either of you buy?
I don't know. I feel like I have like 5 golf polos that I've accumulated over the years, and I just rotate them through.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. Do you have a polo that you've played bad in before and that you refuse to wear?
Well, there's one polo I have that I only wear if I'm in dire need.
You're in dire need for a good round.
No.
I gotta fucking
I'm
pull
in,
the polo
like
out.
meaning all my other polos are dirty.
Yeah,
Then because it's like a little bit tighter on the back.
sure.
So I mean, but
Yeah,
other
that's
than
fair.
that,
Okay, back to the golf swing gimmicks. We got sidetracked there. You kind of had me on the hook with a couple stroke difference in the Arccos.
yeah, I think that you're a competitive enough guy.
Yeah.
I think you would enjoy the Arccos.
I also like the data. I
And
do.
this is not a paid ad.
No,
by the
no,
way.
no,
This
no.
is just me.
No.
I just want to improve the golf game, so that's what I did.
Yeah, it's an honest review. And usually, if someone else can try them out before I do and has a good review on it, I'm game for it.
Yeah, I would recommend it to people if you're willing to spend $250 on it. I mean, that's a lot of money, so I
Yeah.
get it if
Yeah.
you don't want to.
5
Yeah.
rounds at the Muni, though. That's
Yeah.
I mean,
But
That's true.
I mean, I feel like people spend hundreds of dollars on other stuff for golf.
I mean, I feel like
It
people,
sounds like Ryan's spending $1,000 a year on golf gloves.
yeah. He's going through 7 sets of
I mean,
grips.
hey, you guys want to talk sim season when I'm maybe putting 1,000 shots up a week? I mean, I'll go through a new golf glove like every 4 days.
Oh my!
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, you guys. I don't do that.
Ryan.
I don't do that.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you
No,
do.
I don't.
Yeah, you can't say that. And
This
then
is
act
what he
like you
does
don't
all
do
the
it.
time.
I
He
know.
says
No,
something
I
that's
don't.
absolutely true, and then based off our reaction,
I
he
know.
changes his mind.
Yeah.
No, I
No,
don't.
every morning I wake up and I put 300 balls into the net in my garage, but I don't do that. No,
Yeah,
I
no.
don't. No.
No, I don't. last time I raw dogged it though, I went no glove. I got massive blister on my hand.
I think your grip's too tight. Then
I think the grip is too rough, which
No.
is why I need new grip.
I think you
gripping
need
the club
yeah.
too hard.
Ryan, I think you need more golf gloves and some new grips.
I think it's also part of being
Wait.
stressed out.
You got to get the loosey goosey grip.
I know, and I wasn't hitting them well, so I was stressing myself out by doing that, and the grip just got tighter and tighter.
You got to let go and let God.
Fuck.
LG.
Mental
Just
podcast.
Let go and let God.
Right, you just gotta
Just
step up and hit the ball.
Add that D back in. Well, I mean, people
That's
will
actually my new golf motto.
let go, let God.
Yeah, my brother came up with it. I can't even claim it myself, but
Well, my new one is just.
I was all pissed off, and he comes up to me out of nowhere. And he's just like, "Hey, man, you just gotta let go and let God." And I was like, "Yes, I do." Next shot, piped it down the middle. Just gotta let go and let God. No practice swings. Just let go. Nothing matters.
Nothing does matter.
Just let go.
I've had people tell me before, hey, when I just started to play golf for fun again, I started playing a lot better. And
Yeah.
then that doesn't cost anything.
I don't know if I've ever played golf for fun.
I don't know if I've ever played golf
been
and
a
had
few
fun.
times.
When have you ever had a good time on a course?
There's been a few times I've had fun. Other than that, it's like, God damn it. Yeah. I mean, I've said this so many times before. I've lost sleep before.
If I wanted to have fun on the golf course, I would just sit at the bar.
That is true. Or
Yeah.
I'm
I'm not out there to have fun. I'm out there to be miserable.
Yeah, if I'm looking to have fun on the golf course, I'll just play golden tee in the clubhouse while I have a pitcher of beer in front of me. Golden tee is kind of an underrated game too.
Actually, we should maybe look into getting one of those.
We got simulator, Jake. We don't need golden tee.
I know, but it's way more fun.
That's true.
All right, you can buy it.
All right, I'll buy it. Plus, Ryan wouldn't have to get new grips every 2 weeks.
If you buy a golden tee machine, Jake, I'll let you put it in the office. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good.
There we go. We'll marketplace it. We'll look it up.
Yeah.
All right. Sun is making me very hot, Ryan. We got to wrap this bad boy up.
Okay, guys, Pine to Palm next week. Quali on Monday. We're gonna qualify. There's no question about that because I'm going. I can't go 5 straight rounds with a quad.
Ryan,
And if I do quad, I'll just put one less stroke
And
down. Triple.
Really?
I'm kidding. I will have chapstick in my pocket though, in case things start to go south.
In case things start to go awry.
So-
Yeah.
Ryan, where do you expect the qualifying cut is at, and where do you expect to finish your round at?
I expect the cut to be 84 or 85.
Okay.
And I expect to shoot 82 or 83.
Okay.
So
That's your problem. Do not have expectations going into it.
well, the
You're going to
expectations
get
aren't-
pissed.
They're not high though.
I know.
They're not high by any
That
means.
doesn't
I
matter.
don't know.
If I'm
you got to
saying-
let go and let God. No expectations. Just hit one shot at a time, Ryan.
Well, and
You don't expect to shoot anything.
I just need to expect to
Right.
have
Don't
fun.
even-
Don't do anything out there.
Except for have fun.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to have fun, but just let go. Do not expect to shoot a certain score. Just play golf.
2 things that are going to make Monday a good day. No practice swings on the green. And letting go, letting God.
There we go.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
They piped that the wrong way.
I'll call the clubhouse. We'll book another 18 for tomorrow.
Okay, they cheated on that. They fluffed their balls.
Yeah, no better time for the breakfast ball than now.